Hello Aquarius, this is Caro. Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to 2022 year ahead reading series. And this is going to be a reading in segments. Now, this is actually a classical reading series that I have been performing in the channel every year. This time we are going to make it with some different decks and a little bit twist. You are going to see the more improved version compared to other years. Now, this reading is consisting 3 segments. First, we will have the hopes highlight and the guidance part for the whole year, and then in the second part we are going to begin from January and we will continue with each month one by one until December 2022. We will see each month with its most dominant energy pattern. In a month you can find many developments. There can be many developments, but this reading series is aiming to pinpoint the most dominant, the most vibrant, most probably the important one for that month. And we will do it for each month in the second part. But to start with, we have the hopes, highlight and the guidance. First, let's talk about this. By the end of the reading, I will make a more general analysis by combining every piece here. Now, first hopes. Okay, this is how we will be starting the year. So it is important. This is also a bit what we are bringing from the previous year. So we are going to get a fortune card here. And then we're going to see the highlight. Now, our hopes, okay, what is stressed on the hopes may not show in the highlight. I mean, this is a bit to see. We may be hoping these developments, but the tarot can show us, hey, wait, there is something bigger in this that you need to concern, okay? Now, after that, we will be looking at your guidance card. Now, to these fortune cards, now I have the only major arcanas of the Marcel deck. Let's get our major energy patterns. And when we have the major arcana cards on each segment, and when we see the major arcana cards with this deck also in the mounts, if we get to see it, we're gonna see which mount pertains to hopes, which mount pertains to highlight, and which mount also is the card which will most guidance is needed. So this is like a in the end may sound like a SWOT analysis of the year, okay? Not fully, but partly. Now, to these fortune cards, I like to share how I formulate my readings, because this is not a random process. I like my viewers to be in each of the technical elements here as well, so that they can also dive with me to this reading, which is going to be a year long on the channel. So it is important to make this introduction. I like my viewers to see the also visual aspects and anything which is making us get prepared for this reading. Now, your hopes will be represented by this major arcana card. The highlight of the year, though, will be the major arcana card here, and your guidance will come from this major arcana card. Okay. Now, let's begin the first part. Now, your hopes, Okay, your hopes has come with the flowers. This is the success and emotional fulfillment energy, and it's about being generous, and we have the strength. Now, this has come with the hopes. First of all, Aquarius friends, now let's talk about this. I feel your hopes from the new year. First, there is going to be, it seems, or you feel like, a maintenance is needed in a situation. This is also sounds like with the strength energy, you may find yourself wanting to overcome a lot of obstacles. And also, these obstacles, though, is not something like a what is gonna prevent you or something. It is more of like athletes, you know, running, how do they say it, jumping on each tool. You know, in marathons they are running, but there is these things which are making them like jump on it. So this is a bit performance, and this is also some elements for the new year. Your expectations, like some forces, is likely to come into play, and those forces needs to be also here tamed, maybe, okay, making it like more easier for the situation. The success and the emotional fulfillment, of course, can be in any life area, but to me, your vision with the hopes are this feels a bit holistic view of life. Success and emotional fulfillment together, actually, which is gonna give you also a lot of power. So this is like, to me, reminding the Heracles's jobs, actually, who overcome this Nemean lion in the first of his 12 labors. So this is like, to me, like Heracles' performance, if you ask me. So so you are here hoping to achieve also your mission with capability, and this is going to be for you also adapting maybe to some circumstances, okay? And this is also about having to learn the difference between coercion and might, guidance and love for you. It's like the myth itself. To you, maybe, in your hopes, fortitude and also the conviction are two necessary things to follow, your soul's destiny, okay, like to its conclusion. Of course, not everything that we meet upon the road is evil or something in that nature, but it can be the strength always. I expect challenge, but my hope is to overcome them. There is actually, maybe subconsciously, you are also, as you feel this strength, you are also inviting that challenge. Like, I need to be challenged because in the end I want success and emotional fulfillment. Success and emotional fulfillment, it makes sense with these two cards, because when we overcome the challenges there, right? And maybe on the road there can be things which is gonna evoke a lot of things within you. Like, at some point the hope is to tame your instincts and to combine them with your strength and also compassion. This is also going to bring you, through these two cards, I do feel like, a lot of self-knowledge, okay, which is gonna open the way to your destiny. There is an energetic power in your hopes, like the power to hold on and to transform matters. Like, for instance, this is also like making like what is wild and unrefined can become cultured and serviceable kind of energy. I do feel like this taming energy. I feel like you really want some aspects of your life transformed, especially when it comes to interacting with the groups of people. Maybe there is a here like refined thing you want to bring to life. I do feel. For this then, your hope, what can it be? To have courage, to have patience, to help you to face the challenges calmly. So this is also your hope to engage with life passionately, and actually letting this passion to temper, okay? Temper and match the wild tendencies around you, or like the uncontrolled forces can be taken under control. This is also about your own inner growth. The hope is like, I want strength of mind. I'm hoping a strength of mind for the new year. I want confidence, energy. Okay? How you gonna wrestle with problems? And then you don't want to be overwhelmed by them, of course. This is what will be the downside. What will be the downside of this energy? If we cannot find the balance of this energy, strength, and as we have the success and the emotional fulfillment card here, sometimes may cause forcing matters to the conclusion, like so much, like with uncontrolled anger or passion. Okay, so we do not want that. So here, how do they say? We don't want to bite off more than we can chew energy. Okay, so we also need, because this is a pure control of our urges and instincts, which sometimes can rule us very unconsciously and really affect the outcome not in a good way. So here actually I feel you want to commit yourself also into something, okay? You want to return to your innate strength. Like maybe throughout 2021 there was a subject which was like really you couldn't easily like control yourself, or there was this urges you really want to this is very much self-work. Okay, actually this is a person's realizing their own self-work or what they got to do, and through the self-work how this can also change your physical environment there. So that, of course, these are general readings. That's why I'm talking at the general aspect of your card. But 2022 seems to me like the hope to have patience, endurance, gentling, with the gentling force, with the good and also improved health, okay, with attractive kind of assertiveness. You want to return to your confidence, like you also want to get yourself back. This is also at some on the way to success and emotional fulfillment. It's the way to return to that confidence, okay, and also diplomacy where needed. So then the hopes, if a person hopes strength, you simply hope for strength. So you see your challenges ahead, you definitely know what to overcome there, and then like accordingly managing yourself. I mean, strength is really a self-awareness card. I think you are so much aware of what you may let's say face through, okay, but this doesn't mean, of course, like you will be always planned and prepared. There is of course there is an unpredictability here that one also at some point need to handle in life. But I feel like you want to be prepared, and this is important. This is a very important card also to realize your inner truth. If any situation will reflect that truth back to you, and making you find your own inner truth, making you find your own deep inner light, okay? Which in good conscience, you may find yourself like wanna follow also like some discovery of happiness, and there is this acknowledging something for yourself, and to be strong and courageous on the path kind of energy I'm getting. The forces ahead will be both spiritual and mundane, but of course this is a surge of energy, and it is pretty much connected with your creative growth. This is the hope is to become more spirited, so it is really like getting ready like for the dance of life kind of energy. Look at that, we have the flowers here. So there is also a particular generational energy. If you are like coming from a generation, maybe you were born in 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, or maybe at the beginning of 2000, like you are a Generation Z. Here there is a particular generational maybe mission, like you want to create something, like you want to materialize the spirit of something, I do feel. So there is a really, you want to like find a voice in something energy, I do feel. Okay, so now let's go to the highlight. This is the hope, but what the highlight is showing us, this will be very important. The highlight shows us the Lovers and the Justice. Wow, wow, wow. Aquarius, the Lovers and the Justice. Okay, now Lovers is also a sort of decision, and about seeing the dual nature of situations, the dual nature that we all humans also inherit, but then making a meaningful choice for us. The Justice is forcing that choice, by making you weigh the pros and cons of a situation. Here the highlight is on the road. We were talking about patience, courage, confidence, the forces at play, and your here attitude, both mundane and spiritual towards it. But the highlight, it's like the year is telling you to, you have, okay, these desires, and you will also have the affinities, how this is all gonna make a perfect match together. When you are offered some choices, what will your decision will be? Lover's choices, Justice, that decision, that perfect decision. So there is a crossroad. There is a crossroad here, and when you come to that crossroad, there is going to be a choice. Actually, here I would say the discrimination is a major key to the highlight here, because you need to discriminate between two things to choose. This is like your soul's choice. Actually, the choice here that will be done with your soul, and this is going to be true love and affinity, and this is gonna create some golden stepping stones along your life path. You're gonna also seek, like in events and situations, maybe that perfect harmony kind of thing. Like justice here can also indicate the perfect harmony, true balance. So not just the choice, but also the perfect harmony, like between what you love and also what is it like your head in. It's like the perfect harmony which is established between lovers, friends, and also groups and other people, maybe family. So through these choices, how you gonna make your life fruitful, through also tenderness, yearning and trust. Okay, there is the highlight will give you a lot of attraction and desire with the lovers, but the justice says there can be restrictions to that. That's why you need to like balance. Like this is like, it's not about giving up on your passions, but it's about you need to make those balanced choices, especially when you are drawn into associations and partnerships here. Okay. Look for sympathy in the situations, because this is gonna open the way to a further exchange and possible union. Justice energy will be always watchful and will see if those equation goes well, if it gonna watch out the unbalance. In any unbalance, there can be here a balancing act or an event surfaces to balance it out kind of thing. You got to use your knowledge, Gemini card here lovers, and experience to discern what is being offered to you and also what choices you must make throughout 2022. Definitely this is not going to be, it says, how to say, poor discrimination is, don't fall into that, it says. Messy association, messy partnership is not something you need, okay? Whatever you get into, it needs to embody some, how to say, something purposeful, okay? It needs to include that true love, attraction. Friends, partners, lovers, business people, they will be also go through that, you know, faithfulness in between you and them, reliability, compatibilities, unions, also maybe some separations, splits, offers, seductive offers, what you want, but actually what you need. These are all will be highlighted. Old partnerships and also associations will be also highlighted. New partnerships also. Commitments at times maybe can become difficult, but this is about realizing that things cannot grow like overnight, right? So things may really need some time here. There can be here an indication of a dominant person, dominant partner who can be controlling in your choices. Make sure their Saturn is not a square or in opposition with your own Saturn, if you are into astrology. There will be, with people, there can be some small tests and trials as well. I mean, this is, to me, it feels like a bit colorful one. Okay, your highlight is like actually this neon lights. It's like to see the neon lights. It is going to be very, how do I say, colorful, if you ask me. In the end, don't forget that in the relationships, truth can always prevail. Okay, experience will be very important throughout 2022 because the experience will facilitate your soul's destiny journey, and it's gonna make sure that it's gonna balance that, and there can be some rules there. This is like some experiences throughout 2022 can give you this a cutting edge help, okay, for you to establish things, okay, for you to establish things, but through your faculties of perception, also with conscience and inner discernment, your soul here can walk this life path with integrity. Be mindful of people who walk alongside of you, and experiences, especially in one-on-one, will be definitely help you to honor your soul's truth in this, I would say. Always look for balance and equanimity, or balance and equity in your projects. There will be often times where honesty, integrity maybe will be tested, but often at times your inner sense of rightness will be also justified. Universe will tell you, okay, Aquarius, this is the right way, the path is yours. Though in the end, it's about seeing that things fall in your favor. A lot of agreements, contracts, legal matters, gonna base this thing, I do feel. So in that way, with this strength is feminine, justice is feminine, the yin energy is, it seems here, also dominating the reading. Now let's see your guidance. Your guidance, we have the snake and the empress, again the feminine energy. You may be in connection with a lot of women throughout 2022. Women like rulers, let's say, people in working with women rulers, women in different fields can really help you. The snake, again, I was talking about this contracts, right? Honesty, things like that. The snake energy is, it says your intuition and healing powers will guide you to a better path, but be careful. Each time you make a choice, each time you discriminate things, each time you're gonna sign something or decide, make sure also those choices are they helping you to heal your situations. Now we have the Empress. This is the guidance, and Empress is the creator energy, creative principle here. And it also talks about the creative outburst. In the situations, literally, there can be a woman, let's say, ruler, like a person who is in a important position, can help you to awake to some opportunities, and you may find that you are taking your unique place in this year, like in a position. And also there is here a guiding person, and you know, Empress guides with love and kindness, but she's also like, her intuition is like wide open, right? So that this great mother archetype, this Rhea, this Kybele archetype here, can also portray a mother figure, which can be important. Again, also a female who has a position in your life. This is about then the guidance. Empress is the respect to life itself. Aquarius, by being faithful to the laws of life, your soul can enter into the joys, pleasures of existence through the choices you will be making. You can really find the rhythm, that timeline, that timeliness. This is the path of the creator. So your guidance is to take the path of the creator. Also nourished by generosity and a lot of patience, because it's gonna unfold at the right time, at the right place. Also, you got to allow things to happen in their own way. This is the Empress energy. It's not controlling, accepting the things innate nature, accepting things in their own way, okay? All 2022 is a opportunity for you to manifest your destiny, also by means of some, I think, Empress practical wisdom, your intuition. Always be careful. Something you will be very guided strongly with true Empress. This is the practical wisdom. Also, the deep faithfulness, okay, will be important. Again, a mate, a mother, this encounter along the way in 2022 can really take you important places. This is also for women who wanna conceive, or you know, this is also about fertility and to create life and nurturing, but also to give birth to your plans, projects in general, what life you wanna create, and then you bring forth the accomplishment of your plans. But the key here, the guidance is, I repeat, this is about giving things, giving time for things to find their natural level of growth. Empress is a good observer of nature. When you give things time, space to find their natural level of growth, you actually foster their development, and then you can reap the harvest, okay? So this now creative life force energy is a guidance to you. It's gonna bring, I think, a lot of satisfaction, and you will have definitely the gift of creation, creating beauty, and like reassuring what is really anxious in your environment. Both of the energies is in the Martial tradition. They are female principles, and once again, a woman in general in your life can be important. One of them is like the practical advice. One of them maybe will be legal advice, or like more of like gonna tell how things work with rules and restrictions, but to not to limit, to actually making some decisions to set free and go into plan. And also this is really a feminine energy, which makes things like get done, okay? So there is a pattern here, and it is really supporting life itself. It is really supporting life itself. I mean, this three card is because 2022 there is going to be creation, but under some certain rules and efforts here. Yes, there will be times when you're gonna have indecision. There can be times when you're gonna go like overly investigating something. There will be a person, I do feel, very generous, but they can be take things in some kind of a careful, by the way, fashion that you may want to work and trust with them. They may not open to requests, but they can also get things done. There are circumstances which is going to give you like what is really needed, but maybe not really what desired, but needed. This is also going to help you in a way. Plus, I do feel like you may at times see like some dominance of one sex by another. You may like see things like that, but I think all is about balance here. You're gonna find like in the difficult circumstances, you're gonna find the easy guidance to the way out. This is the beautiful side of it, okay? And in a relationship, one person give the other, for instance, one partner can give the other a lot of guidance, work partner, business partner, romantic partner, doesn't matter, but there is going to be like a lot of guidance in the air. So this is about like trying to make the right steps in the end. This is also another thing I think it's very strong in your reading. So the hope, the highlight, and the guidance, if you ask me, there is, you know, it takes some rules to achieve what you desire. At times you may also feel very picky, by the way, super picky energy. Make sure, by the way, there can be these gifts coming, but make sure if there are also attached to some kind of a strings, okay? This is also very much will be important. And it may take you where you're gonna feel in the end at the center of your life's creation, okay? Now I want to continue this reading for each month. Then when we find out the energy of each month, we will go back to the hopes, highlight, and the guidance again and combine each data with what is here available. Now for this part, I want to give you one January energy. So in this part, I will be exploring the first month, okay? And then the next months will be in the extended version, which is going to be available in the channel in whole year, that you can come and check one by one. So January 2022, with a very meaningful occasion, I'm going to use the Wheel of the Year as well. So Wheel of the Year in this 2022 reading. What is the January energy for Aquarius? Okay, now we have the Five of Pentacles for January. Okay, first we have, we talk about there are some success and emotional here fulfillment, okay, you are looking. But for this, January starts, okay, some Aquarius people will first start by making their health better, okay? In a situation where maybe things are like going slowly in January, there can be one stubborn person who is very much unwilling to change in your life, and due to maybe that stubborn behavior, things do not progress as much as fast as you want. The January energy is coming with the wheel. Actually, yes, you see your first indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. Now, Five of Pentacles and the wheel is that we may feel ourselves a bit in void. So, okay, it's like saying where to start. Imagine this like a cooking recipe. You need first ingredients, right? Generally is the time where you're gonna pick your ingredients one by one, and I do feel to combine these elements, to bring those elements to your life, you will be picky, which is actually needed in the situation, because here you want to work with what is really best. So the indication of the stubborn person who is not really willing to change, maybe making things difficult for the moment. But if a particular situation does not progress in the way that you want in the first month, if there is anything, a health matter, you want to concentrate on that, like invest in yourself. And also, if there is a particular pressure on you coming through a person, okay, the bull energy is telling me that it does not want you to actually back down. So in the Five of Pentacles, maybe you are experiencing this opposition from something, and you just simply wondering how and where you're gonna start soon. There can be some financial resources not available throughout January, which can be maybe renewed later. But January, to me, it feels like it wants you to first see the difficulties, so that in the next months, this is going to be what you will be, let's say, working upon. So the game itself is becoming visible, I do feel. If you have been through a loss throughout 2021, this is a transitional period in which you will try to see how you can compensate things back to your life. This is about realizing that nothing is just all lost or something. This is giving you the opportunity to rebuild your life. So January is a peak month, and it is giving you to rebuild your life. Okay, now it's time for to jump from hope to highlight, and then the Empress energy. So January, then it is really starting with a story. Okay, just a sec. It is, I think, trying to make you your life storyteller. It is making you like directly to see your challenges, especially that stubborn person. I will observe the stubborn person's also development, if they're gonna show up here in next months, and how will they turn out later, because strength is actually to be gentle to the stubbornness, right? Compassionately dealing with it. So actually your hope here with the stubborn energy, and come on, this is the bull, not to back down from opposition, show strength and fortitude, it says, and your hope is here, the strength, showing strength. This is the number one bingo in your reading. This is going to be an interesting one. I think to shape your destiny, okay, throughout January, also identify your needs, okay? Identify your needs. If there are some certain fears there, Okay. You will also have the solution available. You will just need to see it, because I think you're gonna succeed in once you realize like the limitless power of something, and this may be pretty much related with your inner resources. You just need to make sure your desires and needs, are they connected or are they disconnected? Because Five of Pentacles happens when our desires and needs not connected, okay? But the stubborn person energy with the Five of Pentacles in January, actually here for you, there is a need also to find the common ground for actually your soul's training. And it is likely that this month will provide you some realistic lessons about manifesting your destiny. But you need to see things from a perspective that, I mean, you got to see that with insight, okay? Because usually high-flown plans, sometimes they never fully emerge to the basic necessities, without which life is so difficult. Here it wants you to focus and value what you have, and appreciate what you have at hand, because this is what you're gonna build upon. Make sure like the supply meets demand and desire. But if material resources creates difficulty, okay, it wants you to like reappreciate your innate gift in both conditions of life, like in bad times, good times. Now, this is how the hero's journey starts with January, like 12 months, and you know, I was talking about Heracles has also 12 labors that he needed to complete. So now we are going to see each month your labors here. It is like a mythological story to read these cards, and in the end they're gonna combine. Dear Aquarius friends, now this reading for the each month for each month, and also with the overall analysis by the end, will be in the extended series. You can reach the extended part of this video in the membership section to give information for those who will be first time joining to the membership. This reading will be available for 3 levels of membership only. So when you become a member, you got to pick either 3 of Cups, 6 of Cups and 9 of Cups, okay? So the reading will be available for 3 of Cups, 6 of Cups and 9 of Cups level membership. I hope you will appreciate my hard work and the time I put in this reading. This is for people who would like to invest in their new year in terms of also perspective, as these are general readings, they are not personal readings, but energetically there is going to be a story here, and I hope it can bring you the best of insight for 2022. Aquarius, if you are interested, I will see you in the extended version. I'm going to put the link at the description box below. Thank you so much. Ciao for now.